We also have renovations of existing factories where they weren't utilized, and the tariffs have been amazing. The election and the tariffs. November 5th was a big day, and on top of that, of course, you wouldn't have the tariffs without the election, I guess, if you look at it. But we have at least 11 committed massive car factories that are going to be built, that are in the process of being built. And some have actually started. We also have renovations of existing factories where they weren't utilizing the full factory from years gone by, and now they're under full renovation. They'll be opening up full factories in a very short period of time. Our car industry I think we're going to have the number one industry. You know, if you look at Japan and these others, they do tremendously with cars, and they can do that too. But you know, if they want to sell cars in the United States, they're going to have to build factories in the United States, because I'm interested in cars for the United States. And one other thing is, in our tax bill, we're giving not only no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security, no tax on overtime, but also we're going to get a deduction for people that borrow money to buy a car if it's made in America. If it's not, we have no interest.
The meeting with President Putin as well as President Zelensky, if President Putin doesn't show up to these talks in person in Turkey, will you join Europe in putting higher sanctions on Russia?
If I felt it would be important toward getting the deal done, I'm the one that insisted on the meeting. They couldn't get a meeting because one said ceasefire, one said no ceasefire. It was going back and forth. I said, look, at this point, we got to stop it. Just go to the meeting. The meeting's been set. Go to the meeting on Thursday. And if I thought it would be helpful, I don't know where I'm going to be at that particular point. I'll be someplace in the Middle East, but I would fly there if I thought it would be helpful. Yeah, please.
Refugees. I want to ask you about South African refugees. Dozens of Afrikaners who claim discrimination in their home country are heading to the United States,
right,
where your administration is going to welcome them as refugees. Now, this comes as you halted virtually all refugee admissions for people fleeing famine and war from countries like Sudan and the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Why are you creating an expedited path into the country for Afrikaners but not others?
Because they're being killed, and we don't want to see people be killed. Now, South Africa leadership is coming to see me, I understand, sometime next week.
Why are you creating an expedited path into the country for Afrikaners but not others?
Because they're being killed, and we don't want to see people be killed. Now, South Africa leadership.
Hello, good evening. It's about 9 p.m. here. I really hope the proper authorities do what they're supposed to do to help these children. I know the other proper authorities, including ourselves, are doing all we can. And it's very sad and frustrating when you see a lot of the citizens and state workers around here that have been aiding and abetting and pissing off a lot of people. I know, right? So hopefully the proper authorities do what they're supposed to do here in Augusta, Maine. Yeah, these punks and pieces of fucking shit, nasty people, a lot of whom have moved away, planned on abusing these children long before they were ever born. It's a business model. Do you understand that? And they pick their subjects very carefully, and they make sure it's people that they think deserve it and that others will think deserve it. Yeah, so they don't even seem to care what's happening to the children. They're so caught up in their adult bullshit. So regardless as to whether or not we deserve it, once again, those children don't. And these business models and nasty fucking slugs and marketing schemes are getting exposed. And innocent people are getting killed and ambushed in the wake of that, while you fucking freaks want to protect what? Wake the fuck up. So anyways, my name's Mary, and we're in Augusta, Maine, and we're going to keep speaking out until the proper authorities do something, because these fucking nasty pigs and thick-headed monkeys around here don't give a shit. They're fucking gross, pathetic, nasty people. And they're licking each other's assholes, and they can take their lies and bullshit to hell and choke on it for eternity. And I hope they feel the pain and torture those kids have felt 10 times over. And if that makes me evil, wishing that upon those sick pigs, then I'm an evil motherfucker. Much love, health, and peace, everybody. Yeah, right? problem? Oh, good. I know, because even if you did, that's okay. We got a problem, too. Yeah, it's called sick motherfuckers fucking our kids. And people protecting these punks, helping them get the retards and the non-vaxxers and the bullies and the dog kickers, whether or not you think someone deserves it because they were talking smack, huh? Disrespecting the elderly. You'll find a fucking reason to justify your sick shit, you punk-ass bitches. I really hope the proper authorities do what they're supposed to do to help these kids. Yeah, beyond disgusting and disturbing. Oh, domino. The hills are alive with the sound of music, with songs they have sung for 1,000 years. Once more, the hills are alive with the sound of music, with songs they have sung for 1,000 years.
We don't want to see.
My heart will be blessed with the sound of music, and we'll sing once more.
Leadership is coming to see me, I understand, sometime next week. And, we're supposed to have I guess a G20 meeting there or something. But we're having a G20 meeting. I don't know how we can go unless that situation's taken care of. But it's a genocide that's taking place that you people don't want to write about. But it's a terrible thing that's taking place.
Huh? I know you try to
farmers are being killed.
Level with people that
they happen to be white. But whether they're white or black makes no difference to me. But white farmers are being brutally killed, and their land is being confiscated in South Africa. And the newspapers and the media, television media doesn't even talk about it. If it were the other way around, they'd talk about it. That would be the only story they'd talk about. And I don't care who they are. I don't care about their race, their color. I don't care about their height, their weight. I don't care about anything. I just know that what's happening is terrible. I have people that live in South Africa. They say it's a terrible situation taking place. So we've essentially extended citizenship to those people and to escape from that violence and come here. Yeah.
Please. Mr. President, thank you. Are you letting China off the hook for these 90 days, and do you really believe that they will follow through with non-tariff barriers and remove those?
Non-monetary tariffs, yeah. Yeah, I think they're going to follow through. I think they want it very badly. I think they want the deal very badly. Again, this doesn't include the steel tariffs that I put on a long time ago that Biden tried to get off, but he couldn't get them off because it was too much money. I took in hundreds of billions of dollars from China, what a lot of people don't know, but we put on the tariffs originally. And if I didn't do that, we wouldn't have a steel industry today. Now we have a thriving steel industry. It'll be thriving much more with what we're doing because this is the next level. But it doesn't include that, doesn't include cars, doesn't include pharmaceuticals when we do that. And the reason we're doing that will be to get them to come back in the country. There are, again, I always say it because a lot of people forget, but if a company like Eli Lilly, which is making a massive investment in the United States right now, they're building many, many plants. They've already started like 7 of them, many plants, but they are not going to be tariffed. There's no tariff cost. So they're all doing that. They're all coming back to the United States. I mean, I'll tell you what, I hope I get the benefit of watching this because as president, because it takes a little while to do this stuff, and we're doing it early in the administration. If you think of it, we have, I believe, if you look at the real total, it's over $10 trillion committed for plants and factories. Other administrations haven't had $1 trillion over a 4-year period, even over an 8-year period. We have over 10 trillion committed in one form or the other over 2 months. Give me a break. I'm here 3, but let's give me a break on the first month. We want to get acclimated. But if you think about it, it's really 2 months. And so in 2 months, we have an investment already of over $10 trillion. And other presidents haven't had that done over a year, over 4 years in some cases. It's unprecedented. There's never been anything like it. It's a very exciting time in America. Thank you very much, everybody.
Mr. President, are you ready to impose sanctions on Russia if Putin doesn't agree with the 30-day ceasefire?
I have a feeling they're going to agree. I do. I have a feeling.
And we've been to other countries,
Let's see what happens.
no European countries involved, Mr. President, in the negotiations.
The budget bill negotiations are taking place. Who in your administration is in charge of that while you're gone? Is it
Everybody,
JD Vance,
Bobby, from
Wesson?
the standpoint of medical, this group behind me, I mean, I think it's the best group ever assembled in terms of medical. I think you're going to see a tremendous cut. I don't think, I mean, I know you're going to see it in Medicaid and Medicare. That cut will be massive because drugs are 50-60% of the cost. So Medicaid costs are going down and Medicare costs are going down because of what we're doing today. And there's it's not like, oh, gee, well, maybe it won't happen. It's going to happen because the other countries have no choice. Now, the drug companies are going to have to say, listen, if you don't pay more, we're not going to give you the drug, and they're willing to do that. So that's it. They have to, we have to equalize.
Mr. President, please, Mr.
Price controls.
Say it?
How do you respond to the fact that this?
It's not price control. No. What was price control is before. If you want to talk about price control, is what they were doing. They were making us pay. They set a price, and they said, "Here's what we're going to pay, and anything else
I'm
charge
checking the downloading speeds.
America." Because at that time they had a very stupid president, and it really went crazy during the last 4 years. And remember this: the Democrats are the ones that allowed this to happen. They were the ones that were the protector of this pricing system.
Too long.
And I think it's going to be very hard. You'll have to ask Democrats,
I think they have
are
to
they going to
be
vote
right
against
now.
the one great, big, beautiful deal that's being negotiated now, tax cuts, etc. We're now on top of the tax cuts, regulations,
because it
now
may
we're
kill
going to say that
and
the price of your
we don't
medicine
want
is
to see
going down by
people
60, 70, 80%.
down south.
You're going to vote against it? I think a lot of Democrats
Down
are
South
going to be
Africa
forced to do
leadership.
something that their
Hello,
leaders
good
are going to
evening.
beg them not to do.
About
They'll vote
9
for the bill. I don't see how they
p.m.
can vote against it. How
I
can they
really
vote
hope the
against it
proper
when drug
authorities
prices,
do
drugs
what
and
they're supposed to do to
pharmaceuticals
help
are going
these
to be
children.
down 70,
I know the other proper authorities, including ourselves, are doing all we can, and it's very sad and frustrating when you see a lot of the citizens and state workers around here that have been aiding and abetting and pissing off a lot of people.
You should be embarrassed.
I know, right?
Questions.
So hopefully the proper
I can
authorities
say,
do
no,
what they're
don't
supposed to
do
do
this. I want
here
to pay
in
you
Augusta,
$1 million
Maine.
or
Yeah,
400
these punks and
million or
pieces of
whatever it is.
fucking shit, nasty people, a lot of whom have moved away, plan on abusing
It was an old
these
government.
children long before they were ever born. It's a business model. Do you understand that? And they pick their subjects very carefully, and they make sure it's people that they think deserve it, and that others will think deserve it. Yeah, so they don't even seem to care what's happening to the children. They're so caught up in their adult bullshit. So regardless as to whether or not we deserve it, once again, those children don't. And these business models and nasty fucking slugs and marketing schemes are getting exposed. And innocent people are getting killed and ambushed in the wake of that, while you fucking freaks want to protect what? Wake the fuck up. I don't see anything
So
wrong with
anyways, my name's Mary, we're in Augusta, Maine, and we're gonna keep speaking out until the proper authorities do something, because these fucking nasty pigs and thick-headed monkeys around here don't give a shit. They're fucking gross, pathetic, nasty people. And they're licking each other's assholes, and they can take their lies and bullshit to hell. And choke on it for eternity. And I hope they feel the pain and torture those kids have felt 10 times over. And if that makes me evil, wishing that upon those sick pigs, then I'm an evil motherfucker. Much love, health, and peace, everybody.
I don't find anything wrong with that.
And
What?
we don't want to see people.
Nothing wrong with that. Not one thing wrong with it. No, I mean, if it was just somebody going off for no reason or screaming aimless freaking shit, Trump's a pedo. It's so stupid. You see how stupid it is to people like us who understand the truth, and then you have these fucking idiots that are protecting the punks running out there causing all this news and mockery that they're focusing on and profiting from. It's fucking sick. No, I don't find one thing wrong with that. You're welcome. Thank you, sweetheart. Yeah, we'll see. And if you haven't noticed, people trying to do the right thing in these communities seems to get a lot of heat from those psychos and sponsors and activists. So hopefully, I mean, you can't count on everyone, right, to do the right thing. And many, as you can see, are just jumping on the lines of profiting from these things. And that's become a new business model to some of those people. Yeah, I mean, it's an easy money. It's almost, you know, better than the prescription drugs. Yeah, you're almost making more money off of that. Right, so if you're losing money with your prescription drugs, you can make it back by targeting the innocent people that are exposing the truth about those things. It seems to be quite profitable. Yeah, how fucking sick. How police captured Colorado's smartest killer. You've been watching that one?
I'm not gonna lie, something happened, okay? That's why you're here, okay? I do, but I can't. I'm not gonna tell you, okay? Because we're still actively investigating what's going on out there.
It's a nice piece they got on the wall there. Must have been a gift.
What has been going on at home?
So this kid has been threatening my mom, stalking her, taking photos of my dad, and saying that he's going to kill him.
Do we know who this person is?
One of her ex, I don't know his name.
Like an ex-boyfriend or?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they broke up a while ago. They ended it as friends. So this has all come to a really big shock to her. And then, so he's been contacting her from different numbers, sending pictures of my dad, saying he's going to kill them. He hasn't mentioned anything about me and my siblings yet, which is great. Like he said, he posted something to a website, trying to recruit guys to like help him with whatever plan he's doing. And then he's like,
how did you guys learn about that?
He's been contacting my mom through all of this. So my mom has contacted the police. She has like a whole bunch of people on the case. But the thing is, he's making it sound like...
Yeah, that one's such a broken record. Yeah, and I mean the Office Space. Talk about donut shop. Oh wow. Sad.
Susan Collins is a champion for all of Maine.
China's very happy that I'm permanently opening the Australian fortress.
When you threaten a ship that's flagged by China, this is effectively an act of war on China. China's got 600 nuclear weapons here.
Is there a concern that President Xi starts looking like